Hello and welcome to the DSP Project, your fix of music production and technology. I am your host, Rupert Brown, and this episode we're going to talk about how to get better bass. Now, this is kind of a simple mixing tip. It's by no means any kind of secret, but to be honest, I was making music for years before I really locked on to how important this is and how to apply it. So basically, I'm just going to tell you, you need to high pass everything. So a high pass filter to basically cut out all of the low frequencies from audio that doesn't need to be down the bottom. Now, to illustrate a point, I want to show you something. I want to play you some hi-hat samples because generally speaking we associate hi-hats as the high frequency part of the music. We think that it's all sort of happening whatever 2K and above, and we think of it as the treble portion of our audio. So I've taken a bunch of hi-hat samples here from my sample library in no particular special order. I just sort of went through and picked a couple out, and we've got a frequency analyzer here, and we can see basically what's happening through the main frequency, but I want you to focus on what's happening sort of 200 Hertz and below. So from this line here down is all our bass information. So like I say, you might expect it to everything to happen sort of 2K and above, but let's have a listen to these samples and see what's happening down a bit lower. So, as you can see, every single one of those samples had something going on below 100 Hertz. Now that might, and to be fair, this is quite a large scale here, so we're way down at sort of 72 dB at the bottom here, but even so, there is something going on there, and you might think that, again, it sounds just like a treble, so that you don't need to worry about it, but the fact is all these little bits of information that are taking up the sub end are taking precious energy away from our main bass line, and that's why it's so important to high pass anything that's not supposed to be down there in the lower frequency. So as you can see, even the hi-hats can have a little bit of noise in the low end that sneaks in, and it all stacks up. All the little bits of the low end, that energy that's being used by other instruments, is just going to take power away from your bass. It's going to make it muddy and do things that you don't want. So I highly recommend you go through whatever mix you're working on right now or in the future, and go through anything that's not a sub or a kick or that's supposed to be down in the bottom. High pass it as much as you can get away with before it starts cutting into the core sound, and you'll instantly notice that everything tightens up and just sounds quite a lot better. And when you apply that over a large track, something with whatever 30 channels in it, it can make an extreme difference to how good the bottom end sounds. So it's only a simple quick tip, but it's a really powerful one that if you're not already onto this one, I highly recommend that you try it out for yourself. If you would like to add something to this, head down to the dspproject.com. You can leave a comment underneath this video, and if you want to subscribe, you'll get a new video delivered to you when they come available. And if you want to get a hold of me, direct email inbox at the dspproject.com. That's all the time we've got for this week. I'll see you next time.